The first thing you need to decide when drawing a butterfly is whether you will draw it as a mounted butterfly or as it appears in nature. In nature, when a living butterfly opens its wings, you can see that the forewing usually covers a good part of the hind wing. Entomologists display that butterfly so that the entire surface of the wing can be seen, the entire lower wing and the entire forewing. The mounting process is very simple. I tried it once too. I went to a show of exotic butterflies. I asked for that one and I've got something looking like this. In the first hours after the butterfly is dead, the wings are very flexible, so I spread them, then lift the forewing and lower the hind wing and fix them with trace paper and pins. In 2-3 days, you got a very stiff mounted butterfly in this position, where you can see the entire wing. In today's video, I will draw a red admiral butterfly as it appears in nature. But in addition to the sketch, I am working on a study page showing the chrysalis, the caterpillar, the vein structure of the butterfly wings. I will show it to you when it's finished. The first thing you notice about a living butterfly spreading its wings is that the top of the forewings and the body of the butterfly form a T. Estimate the angle formed by the wings and draw a triangle. I'm dividing the height of the triangle roughly in 3 parts. With the first line, I mark the trapezoidal shape of the butterfly, and the second line represents approximately the lower part of the thorax. I'm drawing the head with big compound eyes. The thorax. Then the abdomen, which is roughly about half of the second segment. Then from what can be called the shoulders of the butterfly, I draw the line between the two wings. The palpi and the antenna. In your nature journal, it's enough to draw one side of the butterfly because of an exceptional bilateral symmetry. Everything you see on the right side, it's faithfully reproduced on the left side. Drawing some hairs, to not forget that that edge, especially on the forewing, is not sharp, but marked by numerous hairs. The forewing, notice the shape, particularly the outer edge that show a really big recession in the middle. This middle edge the hind wing outer edge is even and curved, and it has lots of hairs on the left side. Now the veins and the pattern. On living butterflies, usually the pattern from a wing continues on the other wing. Here we can see an oval formed by the orange line on the wings. At this butterfly, the veins and the pattern intertwine. If on butterflies like swallowtail or monarch, the veins are clear and visible, here the dark coloring of the wings cover almost completely the structure of the veins. I draw what I see, but even in cases like this, it's a good thing to understand first how the veins are arranged. Note they are different on each species, and how they combine with the pattern. For instance, here On the red admiral, you can see how the veins go through the orange stripe and create irregularities in its shapes, in its edges. The large white spot. I need to correct this edge. That shape. And we can see here 3 segments. Each one of them ends with a white dash. Then above I see an area with light dots, then the other white spots, a larger one, then 4 circles with a corresponding vein. I try to see how the space is divided by the vein, the white spot, and the edge of the wing with its white dashes, and the cluster of light dots. They are all aligned. You see how those 5 white spots creates a curved line that mirrors the curvature of the edge of the wing. That second white circle needs to be bigger, but I will correct that later. And the lower part of the wing, I mark the veins and I put in the white dashes. Always notice the relationship between veins and the spots. The vein is either at the edge of the spot or in the middle of the spot, especially with those white dashes. Now the lower wing. This is easier to draw. I see 6 segments, therefore I divide the edge first in half, then each half in 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lightly mark the edge of the orange line. The white dashes. Here is that beautiful blue spot. And I'm looking at the structures of the veins. Each vein will end in that small black spot between segments. There are also small black triangles in the middle of each segment, and on some of them I see a faint, thin, dark line, which is the remnant of the fold formed by the folding of the wings in the chrysalis stage. The hairs. In my next video I will render this with ink and show the hairs in more details, but now I just want to mark their place. So this is the wing of the drawing of the wings. We can add some details on the body, the diamond on the thorax, and the segments on the abdomen. This eyes needs to be bigger. So this is how I sketch a butterfly. See you in a few days with the ink rendering.